Boom! Welcome back to the next part of the show, and we are now at the learners box right over there, so we can see that the learners box that has two boxes that we need to fill in. So now we will fill in those two boxes. So the instruction is read and complete the learners box. Alright, just it. Alright. How many examples of a second conditional are there in the dialogue? Okay, so maybe we don't need to find because... Okay, we will find because it is an example, so we have to find it. So, okay, so good, right? Alright. So we use, right on the screen, second conditional. We use the second conditional to talk about an imaginary situation or event and its results. We use the blah 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 symbol for the situation or event and blah 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 plus verb-based form for the result. So we have learned about this before, so maybe we'll not have to find the examples because we have learned the whole lesson about it. So this is just a part of tonight's lesson. So maybe we don't need to find it. So just fill in. So we have learned before. If you forgot, please go back to that lesson. I will wait for you from here. Okay, you might have finished. So moving on. So now we use the blah 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 symbol for the situation or event. And because remember, second conditional only have two clauses. Main clause, if clause and main clause. So if clause, you remember about if clause. So if clause will be put as a past simple. Alright, past simple. Past simple for the situation or the event, and the would plus verb-based form for the result. Please remember about this. Second conditional is used to talk about the event, imaginary situation, just as the same as the title about tonight's lesson. And also we're gonna have some more stuff to show you. Alright, so let's do the exercise number 3. Exercise number 3 right now. Complete the sentences with your own idea. So because it is your own idea, I have my own idea, so I will not have to write the answers to this exercise because you have your own idea. So just think of your own, okay? But I will do for me as an example. But remember, if you can see at the first sentence, it is the past simple. Then later, the main clause must be would plus verb-based form. Alright, remember that structure, then you can form it. Okay, so complete the sentences with your own ideas. So now begin with the exercise. Sentence number 1. If I didn't have to go to school, I would blah blah blah. Alright, so think of a situation might happen. Just think. If I didn't have to go to school, I would stay at home and do the show. Good, brilliant idea. I would leave home if I wanted to go out. Yeah, that is true. I would leave home if I wanted to go out. Just that simple. If I could live anywhere in the world, I would live in the USA, because a lot of things are good there, and especially for a state, I would choose the city. A city, I would choose New York. Yeah, because it is a really busy city. Yeah, just like us, Ho Chi Minh City, always working, and it is a very famous city in the world. So a lot of buildings, a lot of famous, attractive places. You can go to the top of a building and the tower. A lot, Trump Tower is there too. Yeah, so I could go and visit if I could. So number 3, if I could. Okay, so my number 4. Sorry, if I could drive, If I could drive, I would. Firstly, you have to buy a car. So, if I could drive here. Okay, so maybe ride a motorbike, but not drive a motorbike. So drive the car. So maybe drive. So if I could drive, I would. Firstly, you have to have the driving license. So a lot of stuff for that driving. So if I could drive, I would take my family to go traveling to for holiday. Yeah, that would be fun if I could drive. If I had 3,000 pounds, 3,000 euros for a holiday, 3,000 euros for a holiday. If I had 3,000 euros for a holiday, okay, so I would stay there 1 month because so much money. So okay, so we have to spend a little amount for things later, so we cannot waste too much for it for one thing. So we have to divide it into parts, so we can do this thing with that amount of money, do this thing with that amount of money, so it can be balanced, okay, fair to everything. So it is a great idea. Take my words. If I found 100 euros in the street, okay, so the simple answer is I would give them to the police. Okay, I would ask if people around they need for the money. Okay, so if the fun thing is because they dropped the money and then they gone, so I think that they must have gone somewhere and maybe too far. So maybe I will give that money to the homeless people. Yeah, they need that money for their life. Yeah, so quite a good idea, good thought. So we have to live in the world of friendliness. All right, friendliness, not Trumpiness. I would never tell anyone. If what? I would never tell anyone. Tell anyone about what? I would tell anyone if I would never tell anyone if I told a lie. Yeah, I would. If I told a lie, I would not tell anyone to let them know. Yeah, true thing. Yeah, true thing. If I fell out with my best friend, means you broke. Means your best friend kicked you out, or you kicked your own best friend. Because if I fell out with my best friend, I would find another friend. Easy. There are a lot of friends in the world, not just one that friend. You think everybody else is like a bread that can be moved? A bread can walk? No. A lot of people around the world right now, so a lot of good people, bad people also, so you need to think and choose wisely, and yeah, you have to make your own opinion about this. Don't just live with one friend for forever. Okay, so we'll be right back with the next part of the show. We're gonna learn next of the second learn this box, so later tune in.